Gopala Astrology Channel, where the science meets astrology for common man's understanding. Subscribe and stay tuned to this channel for continued astrological updates.
Welcome to
Good
Gopala Astrology
afternoon.
Channel, ladies and gentlemen. We have a very special guest from Bangalore. He is one of my uncles, and he has got a very interesting questions for all of you today. And as usual, our good friend, research scholar from Delhi, Rajiv, also is on the call. All right. So this video is going to be basically on outer planets and also how to understand the current trends of health of a person. All right. So please stick on to this video until the end. And if you are new to this channel, please subscribe.
Good afternoon.
We are
I'm
going
happy
have
to
a
meet
one-on-one
you.
session with my uncle from Bangalore. All right. Namaste, uncle. Namaste.
Good afternoon. I'm
Good
very
afternoon.
much happy to meet you all. I'm blessed with it.
Yes, yes. It's our pleasure, uncle. So let's start our session. I'm going to just do a little bit introduction about my modern astrological science. I'm going to share my screen. Please
Okay.
pay attention. All right.
Thank
So
you.
my
Thank
screen
you.
is here, and we are going to talk about Vedic astrology, which is being now modernized, and we know that the system is to be improved, right? So what is this? We
Yeah.
call it as outer planets and their significance in Vedic astrology. I've been talking a lot about this in the last 3.5 to 4 years. I've been working with this a beautiful system given by Dr. Greenstone Lobo, and he has gone beyond the planet Saturn, right? So in our classic Vedic astrology, we used to stop at Saturn, and then we said anything evil that happens, it is Saturn or Rahu. But actually now the science has gone beyond Saturn, and we have all the informations, and with the help of NASA website, this Greenstone Lobo has introduced the outer planets, Uranus, Neptune, Pluto, and also 3 more Centaurs, which are between the track of Neptune and Pluto. So we are going to learn about it a little bit, and then we will take the individual horoscope and questions. See, I am showing you a beautiful picture of what is known as Kuiper belt. What is this Kuiper belt? See, we know that there is something called asteroid belt between Jupiter and Mars, wherein the debris of the solar system was left out. Whereas there is, when you go beyond the Neptune and Pluto path, you can see what is known as Kuiper belt. It's a big cloud of the solar dust, which was not able to completely transform itself into planets. So here comes the research work of Greenstone Lobo, and he said that there are certain bodies in this Kuiper belt which can really affect human beings, right? So that is the science behind it. You can see that we have sent Voyager spacecraft. It has gone beyond that now. So many missions from NASA has gone, and it is finding out new planetesimals. They are also called Centaurs or planetesimals. So these are huge boulders of rocks which are really bigger than our moon and Mercury also, but they are not actually called planets, including Pluto. Nowadays we call Pluto as planetesimal. All right. So next, let's move on. This is exactly what I mean. If you really see this picture, you will understand that Neptune is here. The elliptical part of Neptune is shown in the violet color here, and the Pluto, which has the most eccentric orbit, it is shown in the color of red here. See, Pluto takes about 250 years to complete one round around the sun. So it's very significant planetesimal. So we have to understand what is this Uranus, Neptune, Pluto. In modern astrology, we talk about Trimurtis, right? Brahma, Vishnu, and Mahesh. So that is what is Uranus, Neptune, and Pluto. It's a very beautiful concept. Whatever creativity that is seen in your horoscope, the creation is Brahma. That is actually the Uranus, right? Neptune is the Mayavi Vishnu. Everybody wants to go to the highest spiritual consciousness of this world called Vishnu, and that is actually represented by Neptune. And Mahakala Shiva. Shiva is the constructive destroyer, right? So that constructive destroyer is actually seen as Pluto in our horoscopes. So the beautiful work of Greenstone Lobo was that, see, this is the research work. You can see the picture of Mr. Greenstone Lobo. So with all due respects to him, he is the first one to consider these planets and centaurs affects human beings in greater detail. And he has come out with this chart, and he said that right from Aries, that is Mesha Rashi, Vrishabha Rashi, Mithuna Rashi, etc., they are not just ruled by planets two times, right? Previously, we used to call Taurus. Vrishabha Rashi was ruled by Venus, and also Libra, the Tula Rashi is ruled by. So we used to assign two houses for a planet. But now the system has changed. We have to go to this new concept of Greenstone Lobo and understand that every planet, we have a 16 body system here, right? Every planet has only one house, and it gets sometimes exalted in multiple houses. Okay, so I'm just giving a quick overview to our uncle who is very curious to learn about the modern astrology. Please note that this is Aries or Mesha Rashi. It is ruled by Mars, planet Mars, and the Sun and Chiron. Chiron is a kind of a centaur. It is also in outermost part of the solar system. It also gets exalted in Aries or Mesha Rashi. Now, Taurus, very interesting. Taurus is no more ruled by Venus. It is actually ruled by a planet called Planet X. Actually, in our Indian terms, Planet X is nothing but Ganesha, right? Lord Ganesha. So he's also known as Kubera. So the liquid cash, all the liquid cash that we have in this world, anything that you can buy through money is actually ruled by this Planet X. Okay, this is we always say Lakshmi and Kubera, right? Lakshmi is actually Shukra, Venus, whereas Kubera is this Planet X. So this Planet X takes about 65 years to go one round around the Surya, right? So this is the contribution given by Mr. Greenstone Lobo, okay? And Gemini is actually ruled by Mercury, which is correct. And there is a exaltation that is happening for a planet called Planet Y. Why they call it as Planet Y? That is, in Indian terms, it is called Vishwakarma. Our day-to-day routine activities and also the medicines, the doctors are seen by Planet Y. The original house of this Planet Y is Kanya Rashi. Right, instead of Mercury, which was the ruler of Kanya Rashi before, now we will assign this Planet Y as the ruler. You can see this here. The convention we follow is we put the name of the zodiac and owner in the blue color, and the planet which gets exalted, Uchasthana Graha, is shown in the red color here. Right. So Cancer zodiac sign is actually ruled by Chiron, and that is the one which gives our Asti, right? All the properties. So if it properties and all that, it is seen by our natural fourth house, right? Fourth house represents our properties and all the sukham that we get. That is actually ruled by Chiron. And the exaltation planet here is Jupiter and Neptune. Neptune gets exalted here. Okay. And Leo is a very interesting sign here. Simha Rashi. It is actually ruled by planet Z. Planet Z. Planet Z is nothing but Manmathar. In Tamil, we call it as Manmathar. In Hindi, we call him as Kamadev. So this is the house. The people, if you are born in Leo zodiac sign, they are the people who want to go to the center stage, and the Bollywood celebrities, Hollywood celebrities, they are born with Leo ascendant because their planet Z will be in the best position. Okay, so Simha Rashi, the sun and moon are called luminaries. We will see the position of father and mother through sun and moon. And moon also represents our moon sign, but no more it is assigned as a ruler of Karkataka Rashi, right? So I'm talking purely about our modern astrological science. And then Virgo is ruled by planet Y. None of the planets gets exalted here. Whereas in Libra, Venus is the ruler of that, and Saturn and planet Z gets exalted here. Saturn, everybody knows that Shani Graha gets exalted in Tulam Rashi, right? So it is still the same, but in addition, we have planet Z, which is actually the Manmadhar, right? Gets exalted in Libra. That is why the most beautiful of the people, actresses, and like people like Vaijayanti Mala and all, they are born with this planet Z in deepest exaltation in Libra. Right? So whoever who are very attractive, suppose you see a person, like to see them twice, they will have planet Z exalted. Are you with me now? Right? Rajiv, you are with me. Right? And then the most important thing is the assignment of place for Mahakal Shiva, that is Pluto. Pluto is the original ruler of Scorpio, Vrishchika Rashi. So, and Uranus gets deepest exaltation in this house. Okay, the Scorpio is the zodiac sign, which is a transformative sign, right? Anything you go to Scorpio, it gets completely transformed. Like, for example, Amitabh Bachchan, There was a point in 1982, he was about to die. He almost died, and he came back as a phoenix, right? So there was a film coolie, the shooting was going on, and he was having a major accident to his liver, right? He was, everybody said that he's going to die. Everybody was praying for his life. So such type of transformation is brought by the planet Y and also Scorpio. So please understand, Pluto plays a very, very important role in transformation of people. That is constructive destruction. So there was a destruction of Amitabh Bachchan at that point of time, but he got constructively made again as a new Amitabh, right?
Yes.
So you can see that. And then Sagittarius is ruled by Jupiter. Of course, it is the same, no change. And Chiron gets exalted here. And Capricorn, Magara Rashi is ruled by Shani Bhagwan, Saturn, and Mars gets exalted here. Okay.
Yeah.
Finally, please understand, Aquarius is the zodiac sign of science. All the scientific discoveries and inventions are done through Aquarius. And Uranus is actually the Brahma, I said, right? Uranus, Neptune, Pluto. I said Uranus is Brahma. The creativity is by Uranus, and that is the one which rules Aquarius. Kumbha Rashi is no more ruled by Shani Bhagwan. It is actually, see, Shani doesn't do experimentation. Shani means rules. Shani means judge. He is the judge. He cannot rule experimentation done by Aquarius, right? That is why the new assignment is given to Uranus, which rules Aquarius, and Mercury gets exalted here. See, previously we used to say Mercury gets exalted in Virgo. Mercury means very talkative person like me, right? So I cannot keep quiet because I have an active Mercury. So that Mercury will be in Aquarius, something like that. And finally, the last zodiac sign is called Pisces or Meena Rashi. It is actually the zodiac sign of Mukti, right? Liberation. We say liberation happens in Pisces. The ruler is extreme lovable planet Venus, and Neptune becomes the owner. Venus gets exalted there. Okay, so this is just a bird's eye view of what I'm going to talk, and I'm going to go in detail. Deepest exaltation points are there. I will skip this, and I will give you one important slide here, which was actually the research work of Greenstone Lobo. He said that in the hierarchy of planets, give the maximum importance to Pluto, because slower the planet, maximum impact it will have on human beings. That is his first dialogue, right? And planet X or Kubera is very important. Money rules the world in Kali Yuga, right? So that planet X is actually the second important hierarchical planet that we have to consider when you see a horoscope. And Neptune becomes the third one, Uranus. So you can see that all the 5 centaurs and planets, outer planets, are given the highest importance. Only then Saturn is given 9th importance. Suppose a person is born on a full moon day or a new moon day, we also give a lot of importance. For example, we are going to open a chart of a person from Bangalore now. He was born on a new moon day. So there is a lot of importance of that. I will tell you what it is. And then Jupiter, etc. Last preference is given to moon actually in the modern astrology. So we give a lot of importance to Pluto, right? So Pluto means actually Lord Shiva in the form of Yama. He is the god of death. And please understand, everybody dies, and finally all their wealth of the people is retained by Yama himself, right? That is why Yama is the richest of all the gods. Actually, many people do not know about it. So Pluto is the planet which gives extraordinary wealth. People like Bill Gates, all these people, all rich people, they have a very, very good position of Pluto in their horoscope. Okay, I'm just and again, Uranus is actually known as the creativity planet, and Neptune is the planet of illusion. Okay, so let us skip all these things and straight away go to a very important horoscope of Amitabh Bachchan. Okay, with this introduction only the modern astrology started. Why? Because suppose you take the horoscope of Amitabh Bachchan, right, and then print it up, hard copy, remove the name Amitabh Bachchan and go to any roadside astrologer in India, okay, and show this horoscope to that person, and then can you please predict about this person? If you ask that question, everybody will see, oh, he's born in ascendant of Kumbha Rashi with Ketu and Rahu. So his life will be screwed. His married life will be screwed up. Okay. And then they will also see there are planets like Sun, Venus, Mars, and Mercury in the 8th house. Right. And they will say, hey, Mars in the 8th house is like Chavai Dosham. That means Mangal Dosh. And definitely this person will have an operation in his life, which also happened to Amitabh Bachchan, correct? All these things happen, and then he will always say, but you must understand, Amitabh Bachchan is such a great personality, 4 or 5 decades of heroism in Bollywood, and even today, even in his early 80s, when Amitabh Bachchan comes in a television, The magnanimous personality is there, right? So that you cannot see in this ordinary horoscope. If you talk about the old classical Vedic astrology chart, you cannot see why Amitabh Bachchan is such a famous person, right? There is something missing. There is something white elephant in the room. We are not able to understand what is there in his horoscope. That is where we used to neglect our outer planets and we used to make predictions. So why Amitabh Bachchan is famous, nobody knows. Only when you put in outer planets, which I explained, it will help us, right? So now you see, I have put the Amitabh Bachchan, who is born on 11th October 1942, and this is the outer planets horoscope system. Look at what is happening is planet X. His planet X is in Kumbha Rashi, right? That means it is the ruler of Taurus, 4th house, and then it gets into the Lagna. So Ketu is nothing here. Ketu is nothing when compared to the magnanimous personality of planet X. That is why Amitabh Bachchan has that attractive face. It is there in his body. That's why anybody sees Amitabh Bachchan, they will always salute him because he has that personality, right? That personality comes with the presence of this planet X or Kubera in his first house. That is why Kubera also is known as Ganesha in Indian mythology, actually. Kubera, Ganesha, they are all related. So that is why you can see always this Amitabh Bachchan always go to this Ganesha temple, a famous temple in Mumbai. Always, before starting any project, he always go to this temple, do the prayers to Ganesha. He's very much attracted to Ganesha, take his blessing, and only then start his movies. And that's why he is a super hit Bollywood star. All right. So now you see. Yes, Rajiv. Sorry.
Siddhivinayak temple.
Siddhivinayak temple. That's the correct name. It's a world famous temple. Whoever goes there takes the blessing of Ganesha. Yes, yes. And then you look at this uncle. Look at the planets here. 8th house got so many red planets, but there is only one green. Why? Why is actually Vishwakarma, is the planet of medicines, right? So even though he went through a big surgery, the medication was given by this planet Y. So he had that luck in the 8th house, 8th lord in the 8th house, because it is ruling the Virgo. So if you see the Amitabh Bachchan's horoscope, he has got the 4th house Saturn, of course, exalted in Taurus. And then he has a beautiful Jupiter there in the 6th house in Karkataka Rashi, right? So the 11th lord exalted in the 6th house. So 6th house is of day-to-day routine, and we say that it is the Prarabdha Karma house also. So that is where he has got a magnanimous personality, and he is born in Tulam Rashi. Okay, moon is there in the Tulam Rashi. So with this horoscope, when you put the outer planets, we know that Amitabh Bachchan is really Amitabh Bachchan because of this planet X in the 1st house, and planet Y, which is Vishwakarma, it is there in the 8th house, which completely cured him from that serious illness and accidents. Okay, so that's how we will apply this in different horoscopes. I have also shown one horoscope of Sadhguru. Okay, Sadhguru was born in the year 1957 on September 3rd. He is born with planet X in the 1st house. Okay, also it is in its own house. There are so many examples. I have done a lot of research work on this. And I have seen that planet XYZ plays a very important role. Uranus, Neptune, Pluto also very important role. Okay. So now with this, and again, Amir Khan, everybody knows who is Amir Khan, why he has got 3 marriages and failed marriages. Look at what is happening to the 7th house here. He is born in Kumbha Lagnam, and his 7th house is Leo. It has got Pluto there. Pluto, as I told you, is Mahakal Shiva, right? What is the role of Shiva? Especially, he will constructively destroy something. Yes. So in his horoscope, what is being constructively destroyed? It is the 7th house of marriage, right? So he married one person, divorced her, again married 3 times. He has married, but still he is single now, right? The reason is he has got Pluto in the 7th house, and there is no peace of mind in his marriage. You understand this? So this is how we do it. So it's a great explanation given by Greenstone Lobo, and we can put a lot of horoscopes now. If you know the exact date and time of birth, we can always have a clear-cut explanation with this one. Okay. So anyway, now our uncle from Bangalore has given one of his best friends horoscope details. Okay. So before the start of this session, I had already prepared this chart. Let us double confirm. Uncle, your friend's horoscope is this, right? 21st April 1947. All right. And he was born in the afternoon, 1:40 p.m. in a place called in India. Okay. So let us now put this discussion on this particular topic. And I'm also going to use our classical Indian astrology also to see the Dasha and Antradasha period for this person. All right.
Okay.
So let us,
Okay.
Rajiv, is it very clear? Can we take this as a case study
Yes.
for today's session? All right.
Right.
So, according to the timings that was given, this person is born in Karkataka Lagna. That means in a Cancer ascendant. And look at the position of Pluto here. This person has Pluto in the first house. So, what was the definition of Pluto? And this is a red Pluto here. So, look at the position here. Where is Pluto? Pluto is at 17 degrees. Can you see this, uncle? 17 degrees 39 minutes of Cancer zodiac sign. So Pluto in the Lagnam, and he is the lord of 5th house, right? So if you start counting 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, this is the 5th house. So I'm going to just take a screenshot of this and then explain in more detail. So I will just take a screenshot, okay, so that I can write it. So this is his Lagnam, all right? And this is the 5th house. So Scorpio becomes the 5th house for this person. Can you see it better? Maybe I will.
Yes.
Yeah. I will make it bigger. Like this. Okay. So Pluto is actually ruling the 5th house of luck, purva punyam, everything. But that person's life will be always transforming many times. Many times this person has got broken and reformed, because Lagnam is your body, right? You yourself is represented by Lagnam, and Pluto goes and sits in the first house. Please understand, this person has taken 250 years to be born again. So this soul has waited too long. You know, Pluto takes 250 years to get into Lagnam, right? So he has waited for 250 years to have this birth to be born, and then he has gone through a lot of ups and downs in life. It was not an easy life for this man at all. This man has gone to extreme bottom levels because there is a ascendant Saturn also there. You see, Saturn being the 7th lord, there is a, see, what is 7th house? 7th house is the house of partners. Right? Until he got a right partner in his life, this man has to go through a lot of ups and downs, and nobody expected that this man one day will be a famous man, because he went through a lot of ups and downs. It was not an easy family to be born, and there were a lot of financial issues, and he has to go through so many ups and downs with this Pluto, right? So he was never born in a silver spoon. He was born in a very ordinary family. He has to go through so many tortures. Torture means it is the ups and downs and no cooperation from anyone in the first part of the life, especially the first 29 to 30 years. The Pluto has really taken all the bad karmas of the past life and made him to pay for it. All right. Yes. And that is how the Pluto has to be given first importance. Let us see the position of, I think, okay, let me save this file. Give me a second. Let me put this in a bigger way. Now you can see bigger. Is it better? Now more clear, right? So let's try to go to the hierarchy. The second hierarchy is Planet X. See, this person is very, very fortunate in one way or the other. He never expected that he can have money in his life. Why? Because look at 11th Lord, Planet X, Kubera. Kubera comes to the house of Bhagyam. 9th house is here. Can you see this better, Raju? Maybe I make it a little bit more bigger. Yeah, I have made the maximum. Look at the position of Planet X here. It has gone to the 9th house. From your Karkataka Lagnam, it goes to 9th house, means it has got a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful position in the Aquaria, in the position of Pisces, Meena Rashi. So Planet X gets second level of highest degree in the Meena Rashi. And look at who is there along his boss. Actually, I said Kubera is Planet X. His boss is Lakshmi. Both of them are there. Right? So both Lakshmi, Shukran, also Planet X, Kuberan, both are there in the 9th house. Right? So what does this mean? This means that this person's father was a pleasure seeker. He wanted some shortcuts. He wanted must be an alcoholic person. Right?
Yes.
Shukran is giver of extreme pleasure, narcotics. Right? So 9th house is what? 9th house is the house of father. So here Buddhi Bramsham happens for the father because Mercury is debilitated in 9th house of father. So the father will seek pleasures and will not actually take the responsibility what he is supposed to take the responsibility for the house, even though it is exalted in the see. There is a word in my mother tongue called Kannada. They call it as manege mari urige upakari.
Right.
So I think my uncle understands this Kannada language. Rajiv, I will translate this for you.
Yes.
The person is very, very much dear to everyone outside the house, but within the house, this person has destroyed the family. He couldn't actually support the family, staying with them in lot. Always he's missing. Where is my father? Father is missing, right? He's always outside helping others. And then because of Buddhi Bramsham, right? 9th house. See, 12th Lord Mercury. 12th house is house of Vyayam, right? There is a strong connection between 12th house of outside. You know, outside means you are either this person has to go to foreign land. 1947, nobody was going foreign countries. So this person, foreign means he is always outside the house. So connection between 12th house and 9th house has happened. And that is where the family members were looking for father's help. Where is father? Father is missing. So the elder brother will take over, and then the 11th house will come into picture, Rahu, right? Uranus. So the elder brother in the family will assume the responsibility of father, and he will guide the whole family. Whereas the father is busy in helping outsiders. See, I'm not saying he's a bad man. The father is Surya. Surya is exalted in the 10th house. Right? But the problem is he is Amavasya Surya. So when it comes to Amavasya Surya, the person has to go through a lot of ups and downs. He himself had a lot of karmic debts. So whenever the moon's energy is blocked by sun, we call it as Amavasya. So since it is an exalted sun, so the person did not become a thief. See, many robbers and thieves and many negative people in the society will be born on Amavasya day. But this person has an exalted sun. The father is a good person by heart. By heart, he will be very, very good person, extremely good. He will help anybody on the roadside. But he himself will not spend time with his family. That is the meaning of this particular event. Right?
Beautiful.
So that is why the first half of the life, especially until 30, the life of this person's horoscope person is very, very ordinary. Very, very ordinary. Very minimum education. Okay. And even though he is very knowledgeable person, you see, 5th house of education, Jupiter himself is there. But for his horoscope, Jupiter is this 6th lord. And then the Ketu destroys that education. You get my point? So Ketu makes him lose the education interest in the initial part. And then even though he is Jupiter is the Gnana Karaka. He should have been very Medhavi actually. Intelligence-wise, person will be extremely knowledgeable. But he cannot have the academic education because the Ketu spoils the show there.
Correct.
Right? And then what is happening to this person? This person is definitely going to have the male babies because Jupiter in the 5th house gives male babies in the house. Whatever it is, male will be born, and through the children, the life of the second half of the life of the person will be extremely good. All right? So that is the first thing you must see. Now, I talked about Planet X. I talked about Pluto. I also talked about...
Actually, I need to drop. Sorry for the end.
No problem. Carry on. I will continue the discussion, and you can join anytime. You are most welcome to join. Okay, you can think. I will continue. Right. So I'm just continuing further. I think Rajiv will excuse for a while, and then he will join. Okay. So now, what is happening to the second half of the life of the person? He will get a partner, okay, with the late marriage, and then the life will transform. He will start seeing the financial gains and things like that. And then somehow or the other, things will move in his favor. The Lagna Lord is Chiron. He's a very emotional person with the 4th house. He will build a house of his emotion. And the 4th house of convenience, that house, every brick of it will be planned well by this person. And you can see planet Y is associated with the 4th house. Even though it is red, it shows that it came late. Der se aaye, durst aaye. Like that. So he will have a beautiful house. He is very proud of that. Every brick of that will be planned by this person and it will be done. All right. And 6th house of Prarabdha Karma. He is going to be famous there. He is a competitor. He beats the competition. Okay. He will never give up. So that is why he is famous. You understand? Do you understand, uncle? This person will be very famous because he never gave up in his life. He will never give up. So whatever the life has given him, he will take it as a varaprasadam, and he will say, no,
Yes.
I will not lose the battle, and I will be jumping back because his Mercury is so his moon is very active. Ashwini
Yes.
Nakshatra means what? The person always will be on the horse riding, he always want quick results. He will never be satisfied with small things. So he will fight back again, even though he is hit by his competitors, but again he will rise like a phoenix. So this has happened. Make and break has happened many, many times
Yes.
till he is 50, right? So we will see the Dasha Antardasha later. But what is the most prominent thing in his horoscope is his wife. Okay, the person's
Yes.
wife is seen through Shukra, Venus.
Yes.
So his Shukra is extremely exalted in the house of 9th house of Meena Rashi. So this is what makes him a famous person through his wife. The wife has brought all the luck. So whatever good karma he had done in his past life, I said 250 years ago, 250 years ago, that person's connection came back again, and they are born again to have this beautiful connection. And life after 45 has been very good for this person. Really good. And he has seen very nice combination with this wife, and he is living definitely a long life here. There is no doubt about it. His 8th Lord Uranus goes to the 11th house. He is there along with Rahu, right? So see, I will tell you one more thing. He will have a short 11th house represents elder sibling. He will have a very short-tempered elder sibling. Okay, very disciplined, very strict, and also not very cooperative. Sometimes he will be dominating character. Rahu makes a dominating elder sibling. Okay, elder brother will be very dominating, and then many times he will not understand what is the problems of the younger siblings also.
Correct.
Okay, so this is the secret revealed by your Uranus in red color here in Taurus.
Yes, it's correct.
It is correct. Let's tell the truth.
100% correct.
And then there is one Devi's blessing for this horoscope person. Okay, because of that Devi Puja, this person has been transformed, because 9th house represents a higher belief system, and in that the most female planet is also called Devi Durga Devi. So because of Mars also there, it gets the extreme power with Mars and Venus. So if this person keeps praying to Durga, right, most of his problems will be resolved. And there will be one kind of a surgical interference that will be required. I'm going to just put this in our classical astrology here. So I have already prepared this, exactly the same chart, and I'm going to go to the Dasha and Antardasha system. Okay, so this person was born in Ashwini Nakshatra with Ketu Mahadasha. I'm going to make it bigger in case if this is not visible. I hope it is now visible, right? So this person is born in Ketu Mahadasha. After that, Shukra went. So until 1969, the Shukra Mahadasha also went well. By 1969, he must have got a job. Somehow he must have got into some money-making business already. Okay, and then now as we speak, so Guru Mahadasha is going on for this person. The Guru Dasha started here, 19th of May 2010. So Guru Dasha normally lasts for almost 16 years. So until 2026, this Guru Mahadasha is going to be there. I'm going to just go in one step behind in Rahu. What happened? We'll just see. Rahu Mahadasha was from between 1992 and 2010. There was a gain. See, for this person, Rahu is in Uchasthanam in the Vrishabha Rashi. So Rahu's entry in 1992 must have given him some property. Is it correct, sir? So Rahu, see, for Rahu, many people are scared of Rahu, but for this person, Rahu came in as a good luck, because Rahu is in the 11th house of exaltation in Vrishabha Rashi. So that is why this man got into a better position, and he got some financial relief in the Rahu Mahadasha between 1992 to 1995. So between these 3 years, many good things started coming into the life of this person. Okay, and there was some kind of okay. Let us see what is the disappointments here. 2000 year 2000. 2001 must have been some kind of a disappointment year. Something must have happened in his life. Maybe he lost a dear and near one, And then there was some disappointments because Mercury is debilitated in Meena Rashi. Okay. And then now let us straight away go to the question that this person is looking for. And I'm going to the Mahadasha of Guru. And then we will see the Antardashas. Okay. So Guru started in 2010, 6th house Guru, some kind of ailment. See, Guru is supposed to be the best planet for everybody, but for this person, it is the 6th lord. There will be some short-term ailments that keeps coming, like high cholesterol, high blood pressure must have started in the year 2010. See, we must go in deep in the horoscope. Then only we know what happens, which planet is favorable, which is not, right? For generally, everybody thinks that Guru means it is very good. But for this person, it can give him some BP problems and some tensions and anxiety problems. And then Shani comes here. Shani is a lucky planet for this person, right? So Shani gave some relief. Some good doctor came into his life, gave him some medication between 2012 and 2015. And he must be on medications from this year onwards already. So a lot of medications, a lot of relief Saturn has given, and again some kind of small disappointments between 2015, 2016, 2017. But now 2018, 2019, even though coronavirus was going on everywhere, 2019 was a very good year for this person. Some good news happened in his family because Shukra came in, Shukra Bhukti. Right now, as we speak, we are in the Rahu Mahadasha, Rahu Antardasha. Rahu Antardasha is very good for him. So somehow he will have some kind of an ailment related to his knee joints. Okay. And we say the right doctor comes at the right time. He is called Vaidyo Narayano Harihi. A right doctor comes at the right time will be Narayan himself. That is why Rahu has come as a remedy. See, I told you previously also we saw that Rahu's influence was very good for this person. And now between 2023 December and second quarter of 2026, there is a complete influence of Rahu. Now everything is stable in his family, financially everything good. And also he is supposed to go for a surgical interference now. He has to go through this surgery without any shadow of doubt. And he will get a very, very good doctor, and that doctor will cure him, and he will be out of that knee joint problems without any fraction of doubt. That is what is the main important message for tonight.
Yes.
Right? So the message here is that please be confident. Once the complete Shravana Masa starts, that means by around August, this operation, if it is done, the success rate is very, very high. There is no need to worry. The time is really good. And then your Mesha Rashi is already having the Shani in the 11th house, which is very, very lucky. So better do it. Why the recommendation?